Hey guys, it's me Marty and welcome to this week's edition of Tutorial Tuesday. So this week I have my first ever birthday glam tutorial. My birthday was April 21st, which now was about 2-3 weeks ago by the time this is posted. I guess 3 weeks by the time this is posted. And I turned 33, but unfortunately I turned 33 during the global pandemic and could not go anywhere or do anything. So I wanted to do this look. This was the look I planned to do. I was ready to do it. I was excited about it, but unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. So I was like, you know what? I need to do some tutorials. I want to dress up because I've been in sweatpants, sleeping and watching Netflix and getting migraines and all that for the last couple months. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to dress up. I'm gonna do this birthday look. So this is the look I would have done had I been able to go out. I just kind of wanted to share it with y'all. So I do have a full list of every single product I use on and off camera that will be posted on the corresponding blog post below if you wanted to get any of it. So you can check that out there. So if you want to see how I got this look that I was going to use for my 33rd birthday party, you can just keep on watching. Thanks. Okay, y'all. So first of all, I'm well aware that y'all can see the straps, but it's because this tube top is going to be going underneath a blazer. So I just like, why bother with that? So I'm going to be using the Sultry palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills because I wanted a really sparkly, pretty warm, gold pink look. So this is the perfect palette for that. And it's going to be kind of my first ever kind of get ready with me and tutorial Tuesday because I have a lot to talk about. I'm going to go into Birch, which is this shade right here, as my transition shade. It's been so long since I did a tutorial. I literally forgot what that was called. So I'm going to do Birch, which is the one I always use with this palette. So my birthday this year, I was so excited about, and that's just going to be my transition. Y'all know the deal. Corner to corner, girl. Yeah, this birthday this year was supposed to be this awesome birthday because last year was horrible. I was really, really sick. So the migraines were in beyond full effect, and I wound up, due to a couple of medications I was taking interacting with each other, I wound up in the hospital with serotonin syndrome. So last year, my birthday fell on Easter and everyone was at the house and I was so sick, I could not enjoy it. They sung happy birthday. I blew the candles out and then had to go lay down on the couch because I was so sick. So what serotonin syndrome does, or what it did to me at least, was it raised my pulse really, really high. My pulse was pushing almost in the 200 mark, which is insane. I was shaking. I was sweating so much. My hair looked like I was in a pool. I'd wash it, and the same day I'd have to wash it again because it was back full of sweat. I was saying, well, my family and I kept saying I was talking in my sleep, but I wasn't. It was actually, we found out later, it was hallucinations that I was having. That's how crazy it was. So that's why this year I was really, really looking forward to having a real nice, fun birthday. I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to go in with Dystopian in my crease, which is kind of dark for me, very dark for me actually, but I want to do a bit of a smokier look today. So then I was going to have this really nice birthday party. I'm going to use the brush that came with it. I'm going to dip in a Dystopian here. What I've been doing my crease lately is I put the color right in the center like that, right? And then I blend it out because I want the middle of the eye to have the most definition on it. Ooh, that's patchy, Anastasia. I'm gonna have to use a different brush because this, y'all see that patchiness? That's crazy. It is not spreading either. Okay, so then came Miss Rona. So that happened and I realized that I was not gonna have a birthday this year again, but that was okay. I mean, not that it's okay, but I was looking forward to it, but I started to see for the last 2 weeks, my migraines had kicked back into high gear again. My birthday, I spent my entire birthday in bed crying. It was just crazy. So not that I could have gone anywhere anyway, but I still wanted to do my makeup and get dressed and at least, just kind of celebrate because 32 was really, really hard. And then after that, and all I did was take this NYX brush, y'all, and I just dotted in the middle and then I just moved it all over. So this color, Dystopian, is still a little patchy, but it's a lot better with this NYX brush than that Anastasia brush that came with it. So I'm going to go back with the big Bogachet brush and use that to blend a little more. I don't know what is happening with this eyeshadow today. I'm going to go in with Twig now, which is this taupey color right here. I'm just using Twig to pack on the outer corner of my eyelid which is almost going to be Twig. I'm planning to use as almost a transition. Y'all, that dystopian is killing me. It is still not really blended out like I wanted it to be, but I'm hoping that I can fix it with Noir. So that's why, if y'all notice, I reviewed this palette once. I don't think I ever used it on this channel again because it's just really hard to use. I cannot stand this thing. And I'm using the Lorac behind the scenes eye primer, which is my favorite one. So there's no reason for it to be this patchy besides the brush sucks or the palette sucks. And this is probably, of all of the Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes I own, I think this is probably my least favorite. But the glitter pink gold look I wanted to go with, I mean, it was like a dead ringer for that. So, okay, I'm actually kind of scared of how this is going to come out because I want a really smoky look today. So I'm trying to go with Noir on as the contour color, and I'm going to blend it up into my lid. Well, at least that worked like I was planning it to work. I'm just fanning it out a little bit because I want to do a little wing action. So anyway, as I was saying, I really wanted this year to be a big party that I was going to have so much fun for. And not only was I not able to have the party because of the state of the world right now, but I was also not able to have the party because I was sick as a dog. So what I did instead, I stayed in bed all day and cried, tried to sleep, and watched The Real Housewives of Atlanta. And that's all I did the entire day. Which I wasn't mad at because, well, I mean, I was mad that I was in pain, but watching reality shows and stuff, that was nice to just have a break to just do nothing all day because, of course, no one expected anything of me. I couldn't get out of bed, so it wasn't that bad, that part. I don't mind just having a chill day, but I just really wanted to celebrate this birthday this year because last year was so freaking hard, and I really did from time to time doubt that I was going to survive 32, which is funny because I kind of said similar things about 31. I thought 31 was the testier girl. 32 came through and was like, actually. So it's coming along. It's just, this palette is just different. So again, what I did was I took Noir and I'm just packing on the outside and I'm flipping it out a little tiny bit in the corner just so I could start getting that, you know, wing ready. But anyway, so this is the look that I was going to do. This is the outfit I was going to wear. This is the makeup I was going to wear for my 33rd birthday. But Miss Rona said, no, ma'am. And if I didn't hear from her, her tag team partner, Migraine, was like, no, honey, no, not this year. Maybe next year we can try again, but not this year. So this is where we are so far right now. That sucks because this is a really pretty look so far. And I don't have anywhere to wear it to. I didn't have anywhere to wear it to. So yeah, but if I would have gone out, this is the look that I was going to do. So I need a distraction from all this craziness going on. So I was like, you know what? I'll do it anyway. I'll just do it for Tutorial Tuesday. That way I get to wear it. And I have some other, some other promo stuff and brand stuff to do. So I was like, I'll just shoot it and then use that makeup for the other stuff. So, you know, whatever. I'm going to go and grab something to carve out the lid with. I'll be right back. All right. So I'm back with milk, which I use every time. She right here. Yeah, so that's why I was like, I'm just going to do it because I already had this look in mind. I was excited about it. I was excited to try it. After the rough year I had, I just really wanted to have a fun birthday and I could not. Not even by a long shot because I'm not one of those people that like freak out about being stuck in the house. I'm not freaking out about that. As long as everyone's healthy, because I know how quickly health can go left, obviously. So as long as everybody's healthy, I don't mind being in my house with the people I love. But I couldn't even get out the bed to like do anything. So, you know, that was rough. But my parents did something really cool because I turned 33, so I wasn't expecting any gifts. I mean, you know, if I had like a significant other, he better come with a gift. But I did receive one, but my parents of all people surprised me with a new iPad, which is awesome because I had like the, I think, second generation iPad. And I am now in a master's program, so it was like, it was hard. You can't download stuff on an older iPad anymore since they dropped the new ones, apparently. So I want to go back now that I have milk that I carved out my lid with. I'm going to go back in with Twig again, and I just kind of want to put a little bit more on my lid to serve as a transition color. But I made sure I got it off, the Noir off, because I don't want it. Yes. That's what I was trying to get to happen. Okay, cool. Awesome. Do y'all not like how that looks? I like how that looks. So I'm going to take a very small amount of the glitter primer from NYX. I'm going to put it on my hand. Now, I'm sure you could apply this with a brush. I just like to use my finger for it. I don't know. I usually apply glitters overall with my finger. At my folks' house in bed, laying down messing with my new iPad, I was thinking to myself, I was like, what's another tutorial I could do? Because I always have a bunch of First Impression Fridays because of the fact that I've been getting a lot of products in. So like I never have a shortage of that. So for my lid, I want to go with I think I'm going to do Cyborg. I've always wanted to use Cyborg, and I don't think I ever used it. So I'm going to go with Cyborg, which it looks silver on here, but it's really got like a pink shift to it. And I'm going to apply it with my finger just because it's so glittery. Look how beautiful that is. I'm just going to tap it onto my inner lid. It's so beautiful. It almost looks like a highlight. Oh my God. Actually, I made a mistake by putting it right there, but I'm going to actually put it in my tear duct too because I really like how that looks. It is so shimmery. It's so pretty. It looks like foil. Like, it's beautiful. I mean, I forgot what story I was even telling because my eyes, that eyeshadow is so beautiful. And then I want to also take a little bit of pearl. I want to do a little bit of pearl up at the top. But yes, I was literally planning to use the Sultry palette. I wanted to wear this top. I had all of that planned out, and then like so many other things in my life, I had to cancel it all because of a migraine. Now, granted, again, we did have, you know, the state of the world right now. It would have been impossible to have a regular birthday party anyway, but you could have did like a Microsoft Teams party where you got to see your family. I'm going back in with Twig again just to build a little bit of a transition between Noir and Cyborg. Just a tiny little transition. I'm going to blend that out a little bit too. As a matter of fact, I'll use the other side of this horrible brush and see if it'll help me. And I knew I wanted to do like a pink and gold glittery glam because when I was growing up, like pink and gold was my makeup look of life. Like I liked a bright, warm, glowy color, a bright, warm, glowy makeup look. Even when I was like in high school, that was my go-to every day was that. Inspired actually by J-Lo. Like she used to always have the prettiest golden pink, I guess, pun intended, glow. You know, and it was just so beautiful, and I just was obsessed with it. So I put a little more Noir in the corner, and I'm going to buff it out a little bit with Birch. So yeah, that was my idea behind this look, but I never got to do it. I think it's important to still make yourself look the way you want to look because it helps you feel better. Like there's so many sad things going on right now. I just wanted to feel great for a second. So I'm going to go and do my foundation and everything. Ooh, child. And also, if you do want to know what I used on my face, like the stuff I didn't do on camera, I am going to have a full list of all of the makeup I used, every single thing from primer to powder. Everything is going to be listed on the corresponding blog post that I'm going to link below. So I want to go back into the Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry palette right here. And I want to use, so we're going to use Bloom, which is this beautiful coral color, as an under eye eyeshadow look. And then we're going to do some stuff with eyeliner. So we're going to use this skinny eyeliner brush from Shani. And I just want to drag it right under my eye, right against my lash line. Just to do something a little bit different. And I am dragging a little bit low, just because I want to make sure it's seen. I am going to smoke out my under eye a little bit more. So I want to make sure that this crazy coral pink color is a look. So I'm going to dip back into Cyborg again. And I just want to dot the inner corner again because it was kind of, it got kind of diffused with all the stuff I did since we did it so early in the look. God, Cyborg is so beautiful. I could use Cyborg as a highlight too. One day on this channel, I'll show y'all different uses for eyeshadow because sometimes I'll use eyeshadow for all kind of crap. It just depends on, you know, what I'm doing that day. And today I want to use Liquid Kohl waterproof eyeliner from Seraphine Botanicals Cosmetics, which, by the way, I didn't know who made this until like last month. I've had this for a while. It was another Ipsy bag find, and I never knew what brand made it. And then like the other day I was getting ready to go do something. I don't remember what I was doing. Must have been a FaceTime. Oh, I think it was a doctor's appointment, and it was a FaceTime appointment. So I wanted to make sure I at least look nice. And so I used it for that, and I was like, oh, it's Seraphine Botanicals. Okay, cool. It's all the way down at the bottom, so you can't really see it. I'm gonna have to do this with you guys so that I can hold my, so that I can pull my eye back. I really don't know what has been up with me with liquid eyeliners lately, but it's like I can never get them to be where I need them to be. I don't know if I'm drying them out. I have them stored upside down now. Which I thought would have helped them last longer, but it seems like it's gone in reverse. This is, oh, you might have to go in the trash after this liquid cold because you just are not cutting it. I have so many liners and I'm always like, why do I have so many liners if only half of them work? And before some of y'all try to test me, I did check it before I started using it. Before I decided to use it today and it was running fine. I don't know what happened, but I know it ain't gonna happen twice, so she gonna go. Which I'm okay with because I brought the Smashbox gel liner to do my tight line, so I'll just use that. It's cool. Much better. That's the kind of line I was looking for. I wanted a real thick, beautiful black line. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is connect that liner to an under eye line here. I'm not going to pull it too far in. I'm just going to pull it about halfway. Nice. So I want to do that. Leave that just like this here. I'm going to then take this Morphe M165 brush, and I'm going to use that to take a little bit of, I think I'm going to actually go with, let me go back with Bloom, actually. Yeah, that's going to be pretty. So I'm going to go back in with Bloom. I'm going to take some and start, and then what I want to do is blend both of them together. I take that black in the middle and just drag it a little bit so that it makes almost a little bit of a gradient. Y'all see that? So looks good, right? Different for me, but I really like it. So now I'm going to tight line really quickly. And all a tight line is, guys, if you're not familiar with that term, it's when you line like the inner rim where like that pink fleshy part is under your eye, like especially after you curl your lashes, which I should have waited till I curled them. So when you curl your lashes, you get like that pink rim. Tight lining is just, it makes that black, and it just makes like you can see from each eye that this one looks like it already has lashes. I mean, it obviously does have lashes, but you know what I mean. I'm going to go with the Subversion Lash Primer from Urban Decay, which I love because it makes your lashes so long. Like, I didn't feel like fighting with fake lashes. I'm probably soon going to cut fake lashes out altogether because I have now tried magnetic ones. I have tried the regular kinds, multiple different application ways, multiple different everything. And it's just like, girl, it's so complicated. I have pretty good lashes naturally, so I'm about to just get that happening. So I'm going to twirl the stick at the bottom, shake it up on the top. Now, the only thing with this is if you don't think you're going to have time to properly go back and coat your lashes, they will stay white like this. I don't know what the difference is. They do sell black lash primers. I don't really know what the point is in that because I feel like that's just a mascara. But the white ones, I don't know what it does differently. I swear it's like it makes your lashes hold the mascara better and it makes it longer. Like, I don't know if it's something to do with the color, but I have no idea, but I know that this one is where it's at. So we're going to leave this primer to dry, and while I'm doing that, I'm going to go run and grab a bronzer and a highlighter so we can work on that. So first, I'm going to use the Lisa Frank Glamour Dolls blush brush. I think it's called an angled brush or something, but I always use it for blush because I like the angle it's cut at. And I'm going to use that to apply the NARS Orgasm blush. It's a cult favorite for a reason that I don't understand. I like it because it's like a pretty, look at this. It's like a really warm blush, but it's got a lot of pink in it. So it's a little pinker than I usually go, but since I want to kind of do it up, I'm going to use the bigger bronzer mirror because this is a little, I think it actually was a birthday redemption from Ulta. But anyway, so. Okay, just going to smile, put that on the apples of the cheeks. I was talking to my mom this weekend about, because like I said, I'm quarantining with her. I was talking about the face sandwich, if y'all haven't heard of it. The bronzer blinding highlighter blush sandwich where you put the highlighter on the top and the blush in the middle, then the bronzer underneath. And I don't know how we started. I think we were watching The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Remember I said when I was sick, that's what I was doing? That's who I was doing it with. And NARS bronzer in Laguna next. And I'm going to use the Gigi Gorgeous, the contour brush, at least to start. Because this is a good contour brush, but it gets really detailed. And like today, I want a big swoop of bronzer. So I'm going to pick up a good bit. Which apparently is a bit of a cult classic as well. It's just pretty for me. It's almost my skin tone. It just gives me a little tiny... See? It just gives me a little teeny tiny extra glow, which is what I wanted today. Oh, I got some eyeliner on my cheek. There we go with that. I'm going to now grab a little tiny, this Farrah fan brush instead. I love this brush for the contour, nose contour. It's perfect for that area. I like this look. This is so different. Like, I'm going to have to actually find somewhere to go. Do my makeup to sit pretty at home and answer the door when waiter shows up. If you guys haven't done it yet, if you are craving food, like restaurant food, like the restaurants in your spot, like in your city, if you want restaurant food, please order takeout because they need those tips right now. And like, so most of the time when I'm like, I kind of want to eat this, but I don't want to pay for it. Or I kind of want to eat this, but I can't go get it. I've been ordering like crazy because like I said, they really need that money right now. Like that's what's keeping most of the restaurants. I live in Lafayette, Louisiana. So like Louisiana wise, we're about food here. So for people to not be able to go eat in a restaurant, it's like causing so much havoc right now. So please just, if you can, if you're hungry and you want food from a restaurant and you know you can't go eat in, just order it. Have waiter bring it to you. Go pick it up, whatever your particular state situation is. Just had to say that. So this is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector poured in the shade Opal. And this cream is actually the first blinding highlighter I think I ever got. That was a cream like this. It is so beautiful. I see it's starting to get messed up now, but it's like old, so it should be getting messed up. But I think it was another redemption from Ulta, I'm pretty sure. I don't remember exactly how the texture works, so I'm going to try it. I probably shouldn't have baked first, but I'm just going to put some like right here, like here. See where it's already kind of bright right there? We're going to put it right there. Girl. So I was watching that James Charles Instant Influencer show. And one of the girls was working with the Ofra highlighter, which y'all know I love if you watch this channel. And that's how she applied it. I'd never seen it applied that way. I know that might sound crazy to some people, but I'd never seen it applied that way. She applied it like this, and I was like, oh my God, that's so pretty. Because I always feel like I put way too much blinding highlight on because I love, like I said earlier, I really like a glowy look. But again, Ipsy sends a crap ton of brushes, and they always send brushes that's supposed to go with highlighter. And I'm like, how can I use a highlighter with that little tiny brush? So when I saw her do it, I was like, oh, okay. And I'm sorry, girl. I can't remember your name, saved my life, but you know who you are. I'm going to do the Cupid's bow now before I even get the lipstick on. And I'm going to also do the chin area here. I'm going to go run and grab a nude lipstick because I just want to do a like pinky nude lipstick. I don't know exactly what it's going to be, but I'm going to, before I do my lips, I'm going to apply, because I didn't realize that I didn't apply my mascara yet. I'm going to use my little Paris Hilton eyelash comb that I adore to comb through that primer, make sure my lashes are good and separated before I apply my... I'm going to do the same exact thing I did with the primer. Twist at the base and shake it all the way up. So just so y'all can see what I was saying about I don't want to wear false lashes anymore. With that primer and this mascara, my lashes have not been curled yet. Look at this eye. So, I mean, the lashes are there. I just gotta love the way fake lashes look, but I'd rather just wear like half a lid of eyeliner to make my lashes look longer than deal with the lunacy that is fake lashes. They drive me freaking crazy. I can't get that Carol Baskin song out of my head, and it's so crazy. Carol Baskin. And again, it's odd to me because of the fact that I've never seen an episode of Tiger King, but people talk about it so freaking much that I feel like I know the story already because I just heard it so many times already. I don't usually like it that much. Like I said, I watched season 1 and it was okay. And then season 2, first episode, I was like, ew. I got out of that thing real quick. I was like, I'm finished with this. My sister told me it's good, though, that I need to that the first few episodes are rough, but it gets better over time. I just don't know that I really have time for that in my life. Which, speaking of which, what I did have time for, I'm going to go in with MAC Lip Pencil in Staunchly Stylish. The MAC Pro Lip Pencil in Staunchly Stylish. Use that to line my lips because I wanted like a nice pinker toned neutral nude lip today. And of course, matte. Since we have so much other glow, that's where I'm going to put the matte. I have been binging Mr. Robot because I watched season 1 originally when it first came out. And just since this is a tutorial, if y'all noticed, I did not overline, but I put like foundation over the top of my lip. Just so I get a real clean, so I can create a little shape of my lip. When I originally did my foundation, that wasn't an accident. I put it over the top. See, because I always feel like when you erase that line, you kind of get liberty to draw your own new line. So that's what I did. Yeah, so I fell off of season 2. And the thing with Mr. Robot, like if you miss an episode, you got to go back and watch it because you will be totally freaking lost. And the thing with it is, I'm saying if you miss an episode, if you go to the bathroom, you might come back and have no idea what's going on. It is a very, to me, difficult show to watch and keep track of, but it's so good. I don't even care. Like, they'll always be losing me for like, it's a hour-long show. 40 minutes, they'll lose me. And then in the last 20 minutes, the diner happens. And if you watch Mr. Robot, you know what that means. And it's like, I'm always like, I'm finished with this show. And then the last minute, they're like, actually, let me blow your mind real quick. Now I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Melted Matte Liquefied Matte Longwear Lipstick in the shade Sellout. Oh. And it's like a perfect match for Staunchly Stylish. I didn't even realize that. So pretty. All right, y'all. So I'm going to go curl my lashes, set, and finish and spray. And I'll be right back to wrap up this look with y'all. Okay, guys. So this is my finished look for my 33rd birthday glam. If I was able to go anywhere and do anything, this would have been the look that I decided to go with. So I hope you guys like this tutorial. Thank you so much for checking this out. I'm glad to be back doing tutorials. Again, it's like I can do one tutorial and then like 3 first impression Fridays and then another tutorial and then back and forth. But I hope y'all like this glowy look. Let me zoom in on the eyes for you again because the eyes were the focal point. I really like this fun, like glowy kind of glam look. It came out really nice. And thank you so much for watching this week's edition of Tutorial Tuesday here on Diamonds and Denim. You can follow me on Instagram or Twitter, or you can hit me up on all social media, which is always the last slide, or you can just leave a comment down in the comment box below. Also, if you do want to see anything I wore today, including this top, if you wanted to get this top, I'll include a link for that top down at the bottom as well. You can click the corresponding blog post below. And I'll see you next time here on Diamonds and Denim. Bye.